Hello everyone. Today in this video we are going to see how we can write test cases for the product listing and product detail feature. For product listing and product detail we have used navigation controller. In our login activity testing video you might have known how to write test cases for the model view and view model layer. So if you haven't watched the video previously, please do watch that, and it has all the basic setups of adding the required dependencies as well as setting up the help for testing. So in this video I'm not going to cover the repository layer as well as view model testing. So in this video we are going to see only how we can test this navigation controller for testing the fragments as well as the product activity. That will be the end-to-end testing for the product feature. So in this we are going to use the navigation controller as well as we are going to test the fragment. For that, first we need to see how we can test the navigation component. First we need to add the required dependencies for Android test implementation. Next we can get the navigation controller from the test nav host controller. So it will give us the navigation controller for testing, and we can launch the fragment using launch fragment in container. So that will launch the required fragment. But in our case we are using help for dependency injection. So in general, launch the fragment in container will launch the fragment in an activity root view container. So it will start the fragment in a base activity. So in our case that won't work as we are using help for dependency, and that activity needs to be annotated with at Android entry point. So we need to create our own fragment container. That means we need to create our own empty activity for displaying the fragment for testing. For that, first we need to set that up. So I have created a function so that is launch fragment in build container. So I have created a empty activity annotated with Android entry point. So this will act as the base activity to launch the fragments for testing, and using this activity we can launch the fragments by setting this up. So first we will be launching the activity, then using the support fragment manager we will be launching the fragment we intended to launch, and we can pass the arguments in bundles as well. So if you want this code you can get that from the GitHub repo. Next we are going to use the Espresso for getting the views, and we have already set that up in our previous video itself. So we can do the same, we can use the same thing over here itself. First let's create a simple test UI testing for product detail fragment. We need to create the test class inside the Android test package. Next we need to annotate with run with Android JUnit 4 class, and we can use the test nav host controller to get the nav host controller, and we need to use the launch fragment in container to launch the fragment, and using that we can set the navigation and graph. So to launch the fragment, we need to launch the fragment for each and every test cases with different data, or we can launch with a simple data. So in the navigation graph, you can see that it requires a product detail. So we need to pass the product detail inside the bundle. So we can use the at before annotation to launch the fragment. We can write a function and annotate it with at before. So this will launch the fragment each and every time when it runs a test case. So we have created a bundle and we have defined a dummy product model, and this model will be passed inside the product detail fragment when it is initiated. Once it is initiated, we need to set the graph for the navigation controller. So we know our navigation graph is product underscore nav underscore graph. Then we need to, so here the start destination is product list fragment, but we are going to test only the product detail fragment. So we can directly set the current destination to product detail fragment. So that will be the ID of this fragment. Then we can set the view nav controller to this navigation controller. Next, we need to write test cases. First, we need to check whether this fragment is correctly displayed or not. So for that, we need to check our current destination. So using view matcher, we can check that our current destination is ID is equal to the product detail fragment ID. So we can match that with our navigation controller. When you run this test, you can see that the test will pass. Next, we also need to check the data what we passed in the bundle is displayed correctly in our view. So we know the ID of the image, view, title and the description text. So we can compare the text displayed over there. So you can see that it will launch a fragment similar to how we tested the login activity. And the test is passed. Next, we need to check the displayed text title and description is similar to what we passed in the bundle. So we can write test case for that as well. If you run both of these, it will also pass. Next, let's see how we can write test cases for the product listing fragment. Next, let's write test cases for the product listing fragment. First, let's create the product list fragment test class inside the Android test package. As we have used the HILT for dependency injection here, so we need to use the HILT rule first. First, let's extend this class with base HILT test. Next, we need to annotate with @HILT Android test. Next, we need to get the test nav controller. Next, to start the fragment, as we are using HILT for this fragment, we cannot simply use the launch fragment in container because it will launch the fragment in a simple activity. So we need an activity annotated with @Android HILT Android entry point to make sure that this fragment gets the required dependencies. So for that, we have already set it up the HILT test activity, and we have already created launch fragment in HILT container function to launch the fragment in HILT container activity. So we need to start the fragment in startup. Let's override the startup method and launch the fragment in HILT container. Next, we need to set the graph, and we need to set the view navigation controller to this controller, that is the test navigation controller. Next, we need to check once the fragment is initiated, we need to check we are in the correct destination. That is, by default, the start destination for this graph is product list fragment. First, we need to write test case for that. So, comparing with the test navigation controller destination, we can check whether the current displayed fragment is product list fragment. So inside the product list fragment, we are displaying a recycler view, and product will be displayed in that. So when user taps on that, we need to navigate, it will be navigated to the next screen, and we need to write test case like once the list is displayed and user taps on that recycler view, the detail view should be displayed. So here you can see that we are performing click on the recycler view first position, and once that is done, we are checking the current destination of the navigation controller. That's it. If you run this test case, both of the test case will be passed. This is how we can write test cases for fragments which use HILT for dependency injection. Next, let's see how we can write test cases for the product activity. Now let's see how we can write test cases for the product activity. So first we need to create the product activity test class. We need to use the HILT for dependency injection. So we need to extend this test class with base HILT test and annotate it with @HILT Android test. Next is we need to add an activity rule similar to how we added in the login activity. So we need to add activity scenario rule for product activity. Next, in the previous fragment test, we used launch fragment in container to launch the fragment, but here we are starting the activity itself, so we don't need to launch the fragment. So it will automatically take care of inflating the views and displaying the navigation controllers and displaying the fragments. So we can get the navigation controller from the activity itself. So we need to override the startup function, so that will be executed before any test case is executed. So here we need to start the activity scenario. So once the activity is started, we can get the navigation controller from the navigation host fragment. That is what we defined in the XML layout for activity product. So we can directly get the navigation controller from here itself. Next, similar to what we have added for the product listing test, we need to add the same scenario over here itself. First, we need to check whether the product list is displayed properly. Next, we need to do some actions like tap on the item in the recycler view and it should navigate to the next screen. So these are the two conditions we need to check. So along with that, now the user has tapped on the product list item and navigated to the next screen, and when user press the back arrow or the back key in the device, we need to make sure that the list fragment is displayed. So we can add another test function that will check. First it will call this function. This will make sure that the product list item is selected and it is navigated to the next screen. And using Espresso press back function, we can come back to the previous screen and we can check that product list is displayed again. Now if you run this, it will pass and you can see that. Now we know how to write test cases for individual classes. Next, let's see how we can run all these instrumental test cases at once using test suite. To create a test suite, we need to create a test suite class and annotate it with @run with suite class, and then we need to pass the instrumental test classes we need to run together using this annotation suite classes. First, let's create a product suite class and pass the product activity test, product detail fragment test, and product list fragment test. So if you run this test, you will see the result something like this. So you can see that it runs all the tests and it will test all the functions inside the test class. That's it. We have came to the end of the video and we have come to the end of this series. If you like this content, please do like, share and subscribe to our channel. You can post your queries and comments below, and if you want us to do any other video in Android, please do comment below and we will do on that. Thank you for watching.